Morning, good morning, good morning. We're gonna have to deal with some trucks this morning. That's all I got for you. But it's early. I got a lot to do today. I was picking up. You couldn't destroy me if you tried for 100 years. I also got the gods will provide, and it's just this energy of be careful who you hurt, because when some people cry, they cry to the gods, and the gods listen. It's just this big energy of whoever tried to destroy you is about to go down and your blessings are about to come in. Even if it don't feel like it right now. Yeah. I got Scorpio. I got Venus. I got 12. Oh, I got that night energy. I got Scorpio. It's a bit of planning. It's a bit of meanness. I always pick up with Scorpio. That scorpionic energy, like Virgo is very cleaning, very detailed, very meticulous energy. Scorpio is a plan, right? You know, and I'm not saying that all I know Scorpios has a bad reputation. You guys probably have just as bad a reputation as Aries does when it comes to the zodiac for our tempers. But they could be a little bit more, yeah. Whereas Aries will just fly off the handle type of warrior, right? I mean, we do have battle strategy and all that other things, but it's a lot of impulsive energy. Scorpio is more methodical, more planning. So I definitely get the energy of knights on a battlefield. Let's see what we get with that. I'm picking up that knight energy a lot. I also got like a shield maiden type of energy for our divine feminine energies. That's Lagatha there that I'm picking up with that. You couldn't off me if you tried for 100 years. Watch my language. YouTube is weird now. Oh, we got that sun. Yeah, somebody is coming into blessings for cutting off energies, right? I got harvest here and I got romance. Definitely picking up that energy of, yeah, you've heard the Medea speech about the tree, right? With that cutoff energy, I'm getting like pruning back dead branches, pruning back bad branches type of energy. Like you've cut out people in your life that had you attached to these negative energies. And I've been picking that up for a while. Like a lot of people have been dealing with past life energies of people, like I said, who have connived and conspired to burn you, possibly literally before in the past. That could be why they make the, you know what I'm saying? That's why they can make the hair stand up on the back of your neck, right? This could have been family. This could have just been really close friends. This could have been family from a past life. It's definitely the karmic version of your self. There we go. What do we got to say? I'm thirsty anyway. Bring on the rain. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered. Ego says, once it falls into place, I'll have peace. Spirit says, find peace and it will fall into place. Get that energy, yeah, of being happy in the moment. I ask for so little. Just let me rule you and you can have everything you want. A lot of labyrinth energy this morning. Every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. I got 2 labyrinth cards. The universe is trying to mess with me. I refuse to engage. I apologize. The only ones that are really running this morning are the trucks. They get up early. Those guys are up at like 3 a.m. on the road. I got do or do not. There is no try. You think you got problems? What are you supposed to do if you're a manically depressed robot? Someone wants to walk out of your life, let them go. There's definitely been, and I've been picking that up for a while, a really strong energy of release and let go has been coming through for a couple of days now. I got, yeah, I'm the dickhead fairy that sprinkled us with bitch dust and created this whole argument. I get kind of the energy, yeah. of I wish you would have just listened to me. It would have made it easier if you'd have just let me be in control. But there's definitely that energy of what? You didn't seem like you were a good person. Like you were demanding control and you were demanding respect, but you also weren't operating from a place of honor, right? For my will is as strong as yours and my kingdom as great. You have no power over me. All right. What's the shadow that we're dealing with today? It's definitely coming off as twin flame type of energy, soulmate, divine counterpart. This is someone who's just as powerful as you and you are extremely connected to these person. That's why when y'all's energy comes together, it creates so much attention. Fragmentation. Yeah, somebody's scattered here. You're scattered in too many different directions. You're allowing things to pull you in too many different directions. I get the energy of Sarah going through the labyrinth and like she's putting the marks on the ground and the goblins are coming around and they're like turning the marks in different directions. So she's getting all turned around already and she just started and she thought she was going to be so clever. And now she's already like, it's not fair. It's not fair. There's an energy here definitely of you need to focus. You need to calm down and you need to focus, right? Your enemies are focused on destroying you, so you need to be focusing on yourself and getting through this time of confusion, right? And not, I get the energy of not obsessing about the enemies and what they're doing because they were going to screw themselves over by trying so hard to destroy you. Big wake-up call. Tsunami wake-up call coming. Oh, God, that dog is such an asshole. Hear him barking. Put him inside, he'll scratch at the door. If I leave the big door open, that dog wants in, he wants out, he wants in, he wants out. He doesn't know what the hell he wants to do. Oh, that's a big message, right? It's like, yeah, you might have been dealing with someone who has 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door all the time, right? They want control, they want respect. It's like, but you can't even decide whether you want to come through the door or not. So if you're just going to stand there with your foot in the door, you know, and then be mad at me for making the decisions I made, it's like, dude, you didn't make up a decision either. You were choosing a timeline either. You were in, you were out. You were in, you were out. You were in, you were out. It's like, nah. And it's always the same story when it comes to these really strong divine soul connections. What? They scare you. Why? Because we're used to just having a lot of control in situations. We're used to people just doing what we want. We're used to what is that word? Simpage. We're used to people that just kind of simp for us and having that control. Oh, there we go. There's my narcissist card there. These two tend to come out together no matter how much I shuffle, right? Look how she's holding on to the web. She's like, what? I got a whole web here that I deal with, right? That I'm stuck in. And she's holding on to that cord. And who's that cord connected to? It's this guy, right? And he's like, I got my cup. This is like, sorry, give me a second. This is the energy of somebody who is, that they very much like to be in control of themselves. They think that they're very in control of their emotions, but it's King of Pentacles energy and it's also King of Cups energy for me, but it's more of like King of Cups like is so controlling over his cup, and it's not because he's go with the flow and ebb and flow type of like hippie type of energy that the King of Cups usually comes with, love and light, and it's more of like, I hold my cup so sacred, I never spill my cup, I never give my cup to anybody. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you want to come and drink from my cup, I'll let you take a sip, but I must hold it while you take a sip. I will never relinquish my cup, type of. It's like, they're in control, but the reason that they're so in control isn't like the positive aspects of being in control. It's like controlling yourself to the point. And this person pulls on their heartstrings bad. It's like he wants to give up the cup. Someone's moved on from this energy, but true love never dies here, right? If somebody's upset about that. Till death do us part. Oh, we got that Joker there. Someone's trying to regain some balance, but they're not seeing everything right now. They can't see everything. They're partially blinded. Oh, you bad boy. Who'd you wake up? Someone's on a mission to follow their heart's desire right now, right? This is a hunter. This is a hunter that knows what their prize is right now, right? It's something I get tracking, tracing. On your track, tracing. Let's get some more. What's this hunter after? They're very passionate about this. Yeah. They want to come in. I got Captain Save-A-Ho energy from that for sure, but they definitely recognize that the feminine is wounded, right? I love this Jack of Cups. It's like wanting to care for this. It's almost like I get, when I see this card, I pick up like that King Kong energy where he's got the female in his hand and she's terrified of him, but he's like trying to be very kind to her, you know? Got the energy. There's a lot of focus on this. It's a king of, we got the king of, now we got the King of Pentacles, right? But what's really controlling the King of Pentacles? Look, she kind of looks like she's walked away, right? There's some sort of nostalgic energy. It's like, I can't forget you. And I get that she's this Queen of Swords. It's like, what? I had to look away. I couldn't watch this anymore, right? I couldn't watch this anymore. Like I said, picking up a lot of Lagatha energy is just like, you insult and embarrass me. I have no choice but to leave you. Right? It had nothing to do with love or anything else like that. It's like, dude, bitch, I'm a shield maiden. I'm one of the most famous shield maidens here. You know, and I've done all this and I've supported you and I helped you become king and I've been helping running this kingdom for you. And then you come back and you go out once without me? And you knocked up another bitch and then you brought her back and I'm supposed to just be cool with this? Right? It's like, you insult and embarrass me. I have no choice but to leave you. Why? Because my will is as strong as yours and my kingdom as great. And what does Lagatha do? She goes out and she gets her own kingdom. I got 9 of Cups, right? Yeah, I got somebody... 9 of Cups, they're crying, what? Because they tried to cast some illusions and delusions, and I feel like it cost them their true wish fulfillment. Jack of Swords. Let's get some more clarity on this Jack of Swords. This is in between these two. Oh, sideways. Someone failed a rite of passage. Someone failed a rite of passage. Someone failed to do what was necessary. Someone failed. Someone lied about it. I get that they lied about leaving the past behind. They gossiped with people. They allowed other energies to manipulate the situation. You know, there's a victory here, believe it or not. You might not feel that way. It's like, what? The Divine Feminine, I get, had to tap into their masculine energy here. They had to make a decision. 44 could be a big number today, right? Someone had an issue. Someone had an addiction, probably a sexual addiction. This is my Nympho card, right? Drop Dead Beauty. Stop. You just came outside. Someone could be dealing with this energy. He's so spoiled. He's lucky. He's such a good dog and he's so cute. You got somebody who's had a lot of focus on this situation, right? They've chained it up, though. Nobody knows that they focus as much as they do on this. Someone's very sad. They're in a lot of regret. They feel like, I get like stuck almost in a nightmare here. They don't, I get that they don't tell a lot of people that how much this web effect, how much, I get that you pull on their heartstrings still, even if you're not in communication. They probably have dreams about this. Yeah, this person tried to act big and bad. I get that Rhett Butler, frankly Scarlet, I don't give a damn type of energy, right? I get that this person's lying and saying that they were happy in these third-party situations. There is a, yeah. They're lying. They're saying that they're happy. They were happy with these third party situations. This there's a toxic Queen of Pentacles here, right? And the energy that I'm picking up off this bitch is just gnarly ass energy, right? I'm picking up that bitch from damn. Yeah, she's cool with it. She's okay with it. Some kings in the past had multiple wives. The more powerful and big the king is, the more wives he has. I cooked dinner. I didn't know you could cook. Well, I bought all the food for dinner. I paid the caterers. Right? But the bitch don't actually know how to cook. She don't actually know how to clean. She don't actually know how to do any of that shit, right? But she like tries to pretend like she's just as good as the other one. And it's just, the other one's like, dude, I was here when there was nothing. I was here when he was just a farmer. I was here when he went out raiding. I had to stay here and take care of the kids and clean and cook and do all this shit all by myself with no help. I was here when we were poor, and I loved him when he was nothing but a farmer and a raider long before he became king. And you come in and you're going to try to act like you're just as good as me. Meanwhile, you're a spoiled little bitch who's never done anything with their fucking life. You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to clean. You have no actual divine feminine skills. You operate out of a purely masculine energy of, which I get, the 304 energy is the masculine energy. If you acting like that, you are acting in a toxic, not just masculine. I hate to say it, not just masculine. You're acting in a toxic masculine energy. You are utilizing all the negative aspects that masculines have. And it sucks because that shit works on masculines who can tap into their feminine energy. Right? There's a masculine who knows how to cook, who knows how to clean, who can take care of a home on his own type of energy, right? But because he has a more of a balance between his masculine and feminine, which divine energies tend to do, you've managed to manipulate that part of him. I get that you were able to manipulate the little boy part of him. Get some 5D on this. A couple of 5D. Then we'll do our moon card. I've got to go get ready for my day. And he's out. Oh. Sweet talking, sugar-coated candy man. Tattoos up and down his arm. This person could be very sweet when they want to be. Sweet talker, sugar-coated candy man. Alright. You could take a sip out of my cup. I'm gonna hold my hands to it. Oh my goodness. Alright. This person likes that. What? This person's the kind of person that they either like to feed you, like actually physically, or they like to like hold a cup while you take a sip. They like to be holding on to it. That is a thing that gets this person going. They like control. They like to have control. But I get like a lot of people who like to have control like that, generally it's because they don't have control in other aspects of their lives. Alright, we're not going to get into that. 5D, what do we got? What are some messages? What is the outcome for these two? What is this wake-up call about? What's going on? What do we need to do? No, this is coming straight at you over here. What do we got? We've got Hangman with the Ludo here. Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. Hangman, Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Feathers and a Tower. Somebody knows the end of a situation is coming. I get this Hangman, right? He understands in order to end this cycle, complete this cycle, to move into the next cycle, he's waiting for the opportunity, but first this Tower has to go down. I was just going to say, I noticed this is the only Tower card I've ever seen that only has one person casted out of the Tower over here. The Tower's not on fire or anything else like that. The lightning's literally gone through the building and casted out one specific person. We get the Magician here is taking control and manifesting. This is something they've been working on for a while. They're working on a new union, a new celebration that they're coming in for. Let's do this right. This person's been manifesting this for a while. They might not have seemed like it is. They have been. This person might seem like, you might think like they're just a victim to the world, but I get that this person's been hanging. They might be hanging upside down, and they might have been playing, I get the Martyr. They might have played the Martyr in order to expose these energies for what they are. Yeah, they're out in the cold from the situation right now, though. They're waiting for an opportunity. They're manifesting this opportunity, whether they really realize it or not. Ace of Feathers is going to be coming in. All right, so don't bite this person. Do not bite this person. All right, there's Queen of Feathers in this deck, but in the movie, remember the fairy bites the hand, bites Sarah. So there's some messages with that, right? Don't bite nobody, right? Someone's going to come in. They're going to try to say something, right? They're going to have a hard time, and they might sound very immature, but understand that they are trying to say something from a place from their heart, and they are having a hard time, right? This is the energy. It's like, what? Okay, fine. I'll hand over my cup to you, but can I just say some things first? Can we just have a conversation about, like, I just want you to tell you, like, how important this cup is to me, and, like, the reason I've held on to it. And I want to be honest with you, so I'm going to tell you something. And I get kind of like Kelso from that 70s show with that scene where the episode where he learns about honesty, and then they're like, we need to have a conversation about honesty. And he's like, he starts coming clean to Jackie. You remember the time I played with 7 pup? I told you I washed my hands. I really did. And I just got done playing with like 7 puppies, right? That's the type of energy. This person is going to say some things, and they want to be honest with you about what they have done. It's going to be kind of like, just so you know, I kind of let this person sip out of my cup, and I let this other person sip out of my cup, but I want to actually give the cup to you. Like, I'm going to let it go. Just give me a second. Let me just explain, type of energy. And it's like, don't bite this person's head off. Don't bite their head off, okay? Don't bite their head off. Also, don't let, I give that Sarah energy too. Don't bite Sarah. She doesn't know, or she doesn't know any better type of energy. Just a kid. Just a dumb kid. Don't be mad. And understand that too. Children, yeah. You gotta forgive them, right? Children are always going to be naive in the sense that, like, they want their parents together. That's the energy I'm picking up here, too. Like, there's that, Lagatha had his first kids, and then this other bitch has ended up having his other sons, which is why he kept her around, right? And there's just that energy of, like, of course, kids always want their parents to get back together. So, just understand that. Just try to put yourself in the headspace of a small child. They're so innocent, and they're so sweet. And I mean, even the teenagers, right? The reason they act all emotional with their hormones and everything else like that is because deep inside them, they're still a little kid. I mean, we say that about grown people, how they're still a little kid on the inside, right? It's even harder for kids. Puberty's rough. It's supposed to be. That's why you're supposed to go through it. That is the importance of it. Right? Yeah, your hormones and everything are out of control. You're supposed to get through it. It's supposed to be your first trial. That's your trial by fire and learning how to control right? Yourself. Give me a second, girlfriend. Let me just finish this. There we go. This bad. Espat, don't mind me. I probably pronounce a lot of stuff wrong. You guys will be alright. Always said, never make fun of somebody who pronounces things wrong. It means they learned from reading. Right? Actually, somebody who pronounces things wrong, pronounces words wrong, chances are they learned from reading that word, not from watching fucking YouTube videos. They're actually probably a lot smarter than you. So before you go to call somebody stupid, before you go to bite somebody's hand, make sure you understand what it is they're actually trying to say. Because if you're going to make fun of somebody for how they pronounce something, I got misspelling words, right? Not everybody was blessed with a great education. Right? The fact that they are trying to communicate with you, I loathe it. I really, really do. I loathe that. You could be having an actual intellectual argument with somebody, or no, I don't want to say argument, debate with somebody online. And then the minute you spell something wrong, they start picking you apart for spelling a word wrong. And it's like they completely derail off the argument. It's like, why? Because they actually had lost the argument. When you make fun of somebody for how they pronounce, how they speak, if they have an accent or something like that, and they are trying to communicate with you in your language, and you have the audacity to make fun of them for not being able to speak your language clearly, you don't even know how to count in their language. And you're going to give them shit when they have learned an entire second language? I mean, that's just such a huge pet peeve of mine. That's important for somebody here. All right, we've been getting a lot of energy on grounding here. So for the Espat here, we got Ritual, Awakening, Grounded. In Wicca, Espats are the ceremony rituals honoring the moon. They take place both in new and full moons every month. This card represents a deep commitment to your spirituality. It may be that you have been studying different religions or esoteric practices, or that you have recently had a profound spiritual awakening. When the Espat card comes up, it is asking you to show reverence for the path you have chosen with regular spiritual practice. Commune with the divine in any way you like, but take the time to connect with spirit on a regular basis. This will help you feeling grounded and connected to the sacred. Your practice need not be extravagant or long-winded. Something as simple as lighting an incense each day and dedicating it to your chosen deity is enough. Or deity. What is important is that you found a way to incorporate some kind of spirituality into your day-to-day life. Magic is a practice that should be lived each day with knowledge and reverence. You know, I've said that before too. You'd be surprised on the manifesting path and how to focus. People get on me all the time. I get in a lot of debates, especially with masculines, about rituals, and it's a whole thing because they're like, you don't need tools. Just focus your energy. Just da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, you know, the reason we use tools, the reason we go through all this, it's like just the energy of going and collecting the tools sets an intention on its path, casts that timeline forward. Going to the store and picking up the candles is intensifying that path because you're going to buy those candles for this path. I'm going to buy these candles so that I can light them in the morning. And even if you just take a tea light, you know, it doesn't need to be extravagant. A little tea light like this, just light it. Goddess of mercy, wisdom, and light, grant me your vision, let me your sight, guide me on my path tonight. Good night. And that's it. And that's all you have to do. And if you do it every night, you will be surprised about for that was a simple one about how allowing yourself to surrender to the divine's calling on a path. You can always set your intentions differently and do it however you feel, but it does not need to be extravagant. It's just taking a few moments to focus every day and tap in and ground. There's been a huge message about being grounded, and you're going to want to ground because there is a huge huge wake-up call coming, and this will cure that fragmented energy that you have going on, and it'll bring all your energy back more into focus and into a solid direction. All right, blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love you. I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.